I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to start this video off kind of differently to what I usually do. Today I thought I would take you through my day and share with you some of my top healthy habits that I've implemented into my daily life. I've got Ella with me today. She shares a morning routine with me, which is amazing. We are currently at 5:30 a.m. club. We thought we would sit down and tell you guys our first few, I guess, healthy habits that we do as a part of our morning routine. My top three at the start of my day is obviously to wake up early. We wake up quite early, which can be unrealistic for some people, but for our schedules and everything, it works really, really well. Do you want to go and say hello? So this is Ori.
What's happening?
One of the founders, or the founder. Are you the founder?
Yes.
I think you're the founder of the 5:30 a.m. club. Do you want to give it a plug?
The plug, the 5:30 Club. Well, if you want focus, fulfillment and friendship, the 5:30 Club is something for you. And the reason is we all need focus. I have the other founder calling me, so see you next time.
Alright, goodbye. The next tip that I had is to set your intentions for the day, whether it be that morning at, for us, 5:30 Club, or the night before. So I've got my diary and I'll pretty much write out everything that I want to get done at 5:30 Club, and then at 5:30 Club I'll write out the rest of my day. Yeah, it just really helps to have that time where you don't feel guilty for planning, and you know what I mean? It's just a good time to just sit there and plan out your day. My last tip for, I guess, this morning part is to sleep in comfortable activewear, because if you want to be getting up early, you want to minimize the time it takes to get ready. Well, I do personally. I get so cold, the last thing I want to do is take off my warm tracky pants and my warm jumpers. So instead I just wear wearable pajama activewear, or even just laying it out beside your bed. That's what Jordy does with all his stuff, because obviously he doesn't want to sleep in his activewear. It's just me. We are going to go for a morning walk, and check in with you when we've got another tip.
I heard about you long before we met. You're winsome and you're young, at least that's what they said. Underneath your glitter and your gold, you can't deny the fact that you are growing old.
We are now on our morning walk. This is the routine. This is what we do every single morning. It's so good. This brings me on to my next tip, which is to get a little bit of movement in the morning. Find a friend or find a podcast that you really like listening to. Source of motivation to go for a little walk. My source of motivation is these gals, or whoever wants to join us in the morning for a walk, or just bring my headphones and listening to a podcast. I really like Skinny Confidential. I also really like Mood by Lauren Elizabeth. There's this one podcast called Law of Attraction, Changed My Life, and it's just the best. It's the best. Is it easy to listen to? So easy. Okay. It's such a good podcast. She's so funny. Okay. She's from Essex and she's so funny. Mine is Rise and Conquer. Rise and Conquer. Love Georgie's. Love the Healthy Hustlers. I love Ella's podcast. Loving the Kick pod. I really like Kick. I think I talked about it in another video, but Phineas and Claudia have a podcast called We Bought a House. It's just a really mindless sort of podcast where you can switch off and listen to two people have a bit of banter and talk about their week. That's like Happy Hour with Lucy and Nikki. Oh, haven't heard that one. That's so good. There's also another one that I really like. It's called A Whole Lot of BS by Brittany Saunders. Have you heard that one? Yeah, I like that one too. So funny. She's just so real and so hilarious to listen to. I'll be on a walk and start cracking up laughing by myself. It's so bad. There are a few of our favorites if you need a new podcast to start listening to.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
I thought I would share kind of my daily sort of habits that really help me with working from home if I'm having like an admin day or something. And I know a lot of people are working from home at the moment now that people are back in lockdown. My first and top tip is to stay hydrated. It is so important to have a water bottle close by and to constantly be sipping on it throughout the day. If you get to the end of the day and you're like, oh, I've had like 1 glass of water, you can't go and have like 1.5 liters to make up for it at the end of the night, but you just got to kind of progressively pick up your water bottle throughout the day. I have this massive 2.2 liter water bottle. I can't even remember where I got this from. I think it might have been like a sports shop or something. This one for me is great because I can also use it as like a dumbbell, which is so random, but like, you know, it's pretty practical. Or I take around my Naked Harvest 550 ml bottle. You know, it's a bit smaller, but it's a bit more practical if I want to put it in my bag and take it places. Even if I'm going to like different rooms in the house or things like that, if I'm going to the office and then going to the kitchen, I'll take my bottle just so I don't forget to drink water. If you're a woman, it's important to aim for at least 2.2 to 3 liters a day, especially if you're training. And for men, it's at least 3 liters a day. So having a big water bottle for me is really, really practical because I technically only have to fill it up once or twice, which I think is great because I don't have to keep on getting up and filling it up. My next tip is all about posture when you're sitting at your desk and you want something that's still going to be comfortable but you're not going to really slouch on. And I have started swapping out my desk chair for a Swiss ball or like an exercise ball. I bought mine from Kmart. I think it was like $6 or something super cheap, so it was really, really worth it. So I've pumped that up and now I use it as a desk chair. It just keeps my core engaged and I do not slouch on it, which is absolutely amazing. That's what we all want, because if I'm on my desk chair, I'll find myself like I'll put my knee up and I'll like curl over like this. So yeah, that is a very helpful swap if you are working from home. And my last little daily tip is to set yourself little timers to avoid procrastination. I can sometimes be quite distracted by my phone if I've got messages pinging up and I'm like, oh, let me just check that, and then all of a sudden I've just like clicked on Instagram and now I'm scrolling and I'm like, how did I end up in this person's story? I set myself timers and put my phone like a few meters away at least, and then when the timer goes off I can move on to my next task, if that makes sense. So it's also a really good way to split up your tasks throughout the day. Sometimes I'll be working on something and then something else will pop up and be like, oh, okay, maybe I'll work on that for a little bit, but then I'll always come back to the thing I was originally working on. Sometimes I just need to give my full focus to one task at a time. I find setting timers really helpful. It can be literally anything from 5 minutes to 1 hour. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes and go and empty the dishwasher, or I'll set a 30-minute timer to make a thumbnail for a video. So definitely give that a go. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys again when I have some more nighttime habits that I'd like to share with you. So on to my last 3 tips for the night. This is when you're just winding down and you just want those little things that just make you so happy and relax you, calm you down after a really big day. It's about 7 o'clock now and this is when I wind down. I start making dinner in time for Geordie to get home. And yeah, this is just kind of when I switch off from work, and so I like doing these things just because they really relax me. And the first thing I like to do is use essential oils. I actually have an essential oil perfume which I use throughout the day, but at night having an essential oil in the diffuser is really nice. It sets the tone, and then when Geordie walks in the house, if I've not got a candle on, I'll have the diffuser on and it'll just smell really nice. So tonight's choice is eucalyptus because I'm actually like randomly a little bit blocked up for some reason. I'm gonna put the eucalyptus on just to kind of like clear my face. My little diffuser is from Kmart. I got it for Christmas from my mum. Thanks, mum. And it's not like the cutest essential oil packaging, but you know what? It is what it is. And it's a huge bottle, so it lasts forever. Oh, there she goes. I'm just gonna go to 120 minutes. Oh my god, it already smells amazing. For my next tip, I like to have a little bit of magnesium before I go to bed. It just helps me sleep that extra bit better, especially when I'm getting up early in the morning. I like to have the best sleep I possibly can. And recently, shocker, I've been loving Naked Harvest. we all know this. But they've come out with a moon milk, which is like a vegan hot chocolate, and it has magnesium in it as well as a bunch of other amazing ingredients. So I like to have that before I go to bed. But if you have something that's like a magnesium supplement, I would highly recommend having that before bed. It's just great at relaxing and yeah, optimizing your sleep. And my very last tip of this video is to set up the bedtime app on your phone. It is on all Apple, I was gonna say on all Apple podcasts. It's on all iPhone. If you just go into your alarm section, go into bedtime and set an appropriate bedtime and wake up time so that you don't get any notifications during the night or when you first wake up in the morning, because sometimes that can put you in like not a great headspace. So I highly recommend doing that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please go down and give me a thumbs up, because I filmed, edited and uploaded all in the same day, which is kind of hard to do when you're filming the entire day. So it would mean the world to me if you could thumbs up this video, subscribe and hit the post notifications so you don't miss when I next upload. My name is Jess. I make new videos every 3 days, so I will see you in 3 days.